It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts, open man, that's Devontae Smith.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
On first down, Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's caught. Smith.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their own 23.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Rolling to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 48 yards.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm. What I love even more, your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Devon Hamilton
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own own 7.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he coughed it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. They
got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
They go play action with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than 1 step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurts.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Another run here with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Armstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action with Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
67 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Forced out to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
And from his corner spot, that was James Bradbury on the defensive side.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they send a man in motion right. Lawrence going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Lawrence. That caught by Manhurts.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And some room to roam now.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Henderson now on first and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence.
20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He's back to throw.
Pass complete, Goddard.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw.
Finding Pascal, and he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Jacksonville,